lighten up. Lighten up in life, because when we take everything so seriously, when we are, as Deepak would say, outer referenced, then we think we need everything to go exactly the way we thought it was going to go for us to be okay. And instead, we can ride it through life and be okay with the changes that happen, the people that don't show up, the things that are surprises for us. We are God in form as us, and we're going to let one little item determine our well-being, our welfare. That's absurd. And yet we convince ourselves that we are not powerful, creative, spiritual beings alive and well on planet Earth. We convince ourselves that we need this to be exactly that way or we're not going to be okay. And then we do what so many people on the planet do. We go nuts. We go a little crazy. And I have a personal thought on that. I think that there are a lot of us that are addicted to adrenaline. And so we create circumstances so we can have a little chemical factory, like a little meth lab going on in our brain. And we create something to get upset about, and then because of the biochemical reactions, we get a hit. We get a hit of adrenaline. We get a hit of anger. We get a hit of upset. We get a hit of freak out. And that feeds us somehow in a very destructive way. And so what I would like to recommend that we do is, before we go down that road, we lighten up. Everything in our life is cause and effect. And when we change our affect, the way we feel, the way we react in life, we change our effect. We change the cause that is set in motion and results in an experience. Now, this is a pure barbarism, so stay with me here. When we change our affect, we change our effect. That's big. Why do I keep trying to convince you to be happy? Because if you convince yourself, if you even just pretend, if you just go around and smile and say, this is the stupidest thing, well, pharmacists will affect my face value, so I will. It gives you happy experiences in life. And when you have happy experiences in life, sooner or later you're going to have a happy life. You just can't help it. So when we change our affect, we change our effect. We don't trigger off that limbic brain and that fight or flight response. We don't go into reaction instead of creation. We are the captains of our ship. We create our destiny because we have a handle on what we're thinking and feeling. Now, if you're going to have a handle on what you're thinking, think about what you're thinking about. Just because you thought something doesn't mean it's true. Stay with me here. Just because you thought something doesn't mean it's true. Think about what you're thinking about. If you thought about something that you've been thinking about for decades and it has always worked out in suffering for you, consider not thinking that anymore. Just because it runs through your head doesn't mean you're married to it. Break up. Say, no, I want to see other thoughts. I hate the thought feeling a little bit. Think about what you're thinking about, and if you don't want to live it out, stop. And lighten up. The universe delights in supporting you. You are precious. You are perfect. Just the way you are. Not once you've done this or gotten that or had this experience. You are perfect just the way you are.